Hello and welcome to the Washington State Toy Show live on air. We're so excited that you chose to tune in today because we have some great stuff that we're going to be providing you today. So now, hopefully you have had the time to watch the pre-show video that we released last night. What we're going to be doing here today is a claim sale and an auction. And what's going to be happening is we're going to be providing product up here and you're going to be bidding. Now we're going to do all the bidding through YouTube. So if you're watching this on a social media right now or Facebook or somewhere, you want to make sure you head over to the live show on YouTube because that's where the bidding will take place. That's where the claim sales will take place. You also want to make sure when you are over there that you're on live chat versus top chat. When you're in top chat, you only see your comments, but we'll go over bidding rules here in a minute. But in case you didn't watch the pre-show, take a look around. We built this amazing studio. This is coming to you from the people behind the Washington State Toy Show and SummerCon here in the Pacific Northwest. And we thought of a great way to provide you guys some opportunities to sell merchandise for those vendors that are here in the Pacific Northwest who have been, stockpiling essentially since we haven't been able to have toy shows or conventions. You might have a lot of product built up. And so this is a great venue, hopefully, that you can take advantage to reach customers all over the United States and Canada. And we'll get to shipping later. But so yeah, we have built a studio. We not only have this set, we have the light speed auction set we'll take you to, and we have our own shipping center right over here. And so what you need to know is that any bids, any purchases that are done today, they are going to be mailed out tomorrow. So we're going to be flipping your product out to you as quick as possible. And all you're going to need to do is be able to, we're actually going to do all our shipping. There is no handling fee, there's no service charges, and everything is going to be weighed right through PayPal. And it's okay if you don't have a PayPal. We accept credit cards through PayPal. But that is going to be it's all going to be taken care of. Now, another advantage to those who live here in the Pacific Northwest is you're going to actually be able to do personal pickups, and we can schedule a time with you. We're located here at the Washington State Fair, the Puyallup Fair, and so you'll be able to, if you're in the area, to be able to pick up your product live in person with your scheduled time. Now, tonight, as you can see, this is our very first show, so we're going to be kind of demonstrating to you what the potential of this show is for local vendors. So we don't have, of course, we brought in some of our own collections and collectibles to share today, but this is really open to all sorts of things that we love to find at toy shows and conventions, like statues and paraphernalia and posters and autographs and action figures, you name it. This would be a great place to not only buy, but sell. So let's go over some of the basics. Like I said, this is going to be a claim, sale, and auction. And so we have some of the details here for you. Remember, you want to use live chat and not top chat. Again, when you use top chat, you only see yourself. You only see your comments. So we don't want you to think that you won every single auction. And so you want to make sure to do that on YouTube again. Now, all claims and bids are going to be in USD, United States dollars. Please wait. Once we put up a claims, please wait until the moderator types in the chat, claim now. Okay? If you claim an auction before then, unfortunately, we can't honor it. But what you're going to do is you are going to put claim A and then the price that has been presented, okay? So you want to make sure when you're claiming an auction, you put the number of the auction and you're going to be putting the price, okay? Any prior claims will be ignored or deleted early, and the moderator has final say on any disputes or decisions. So this is going to run like you've seen if you've ever been on a YouTube auction page or a Facebook claim sale. We're going to follow somewhat of those rules, and so it shouldn't be too foreign to you. Now, I think I've talked enough. I don't know if I've introduced myself yet. My name's Jake, and I'll be with you on and off tonight as we go through this adventure. So let's go ahead and bring over my man. What do you say? I'm still living a high. As you can see, I'm a Star Wars fan. Which side is it on? There it is. And I'm still riding high off the amazing season 2 of The Mandalorian. So what do you say we bring some Mandalorian-inspired product out? So come on over, Matt, and let's see what we got this time. Okay. For our very first claim sale, these are going to be Mandalorian figures. Not all from The Mandalorian, but Mandalorian in character. Now, you're familiar with this character, right?
Yes, they're from the Clone Wars.
This is the Mandalorian Super Commando. This figure here was a Walmart exclusive that sold out instantly. Very hard to find. As you can see, it is got no crunched corners, which is kind of hard with the new box style because there's lots of points on here to make it not mint.
Easily to break. Easily
to break, right? And so we have the Mandalorian Super Commando from Star Wars The Black Series.
That's going to be Claim A.
He's going to be Claim A. He debuted in Season 7 earlier last year on the Clone Wars. For our second item, we're going to be doing the Armorer. Now, this actually is from The Mandalorian. She was a fantastic character and, of course, laid down a beating on tons of stormtroopers. Now, this figure here, you can see, is still sealed in box. These are all mint sealed in package, but some of the packaging, just due to shipping that they received when we received them, they are not mint. Can we zoom in a little bit on this one here? You can see this one has a crushed corner, and that's just simply due to the shipping that it came in. And a little wear on the plastic, but otherwise, and here you can see again, this corner here has a little wear in it. But otherwise, the figure is completely mint. A little rub on the plastic, but otherwise, fantastic character from The Mandalorian. And she, right here, is going to be Claim B. Now, the third Mandalorian figure is from the same Walmart exclusive line here. This is the Mandalorian Loyalist. He, too, was seen in Season 7 of the Clone Wars, and this is the Black Series figure. It's 6-inch in scale, and you can see he comes with his 2 blasters. He's got that cool blue Jango Fett style jumpsuit, and so yeah, so he's going to go up for claim letter C, I should say. So Mandalorians all across the board. Let's go ahead and put our prices out. So again, you're going to be in live chat on YouTube. You're going to wait until the moderator says claim now. And we're going to put out the Super Commando for $37, the Armorer for $25, and the Loyalist for $37. Okay.
And another important thing, there also is a crushed corner in the corner here, just like the Armorer.
Correct. Oh yeah, we should probably point that out. That this one escaped shipping damage, but this one here came to us with a slight imperfection in the corner as well. Okay, so if you're a minty collector, you just want to be aware of that so you know what product you're getting. All other corners are intact and pretty decent in quality. All right, so we're ready to start. Ready to roll that first claim bid. Remember, you put claim A, 37, if you want the Super Commando. You put claim B and 25 if you want the Armor, and you put claim C and 37 if you want the Loyalist. All right, we're live. Mandalorians are going to go home to some lucky folks, hopefully.
Yeah, I've really been liking all the new helmet designs as well, including the Armor and how they have the different type of style of helmet.
Yes.
Very awesome.
For those who have been following this, there's lots of speculation that the Armor is actually from Darth Maul's clan of Mandalorians from when he took over and ruled Mandalore. So yeah, so there's some great speculation. Did you watch all seasons of the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you loved them?
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite season?
I like the season that Darth Maul came back because like you had to wait all the way to the end of the season because when you were on the Blu-ray, you had the Darth Maul on the cover and you had to wait till the end of the season to see him. So.
Yes, no, that's fun. All right, so it sounds like we have a taker on the Super Commando. Congrats. He's going home to somebody. All right, so it sounds like our clock is up. So what we're going to do is we're going to retire these two for a future show. You never know when they might pop up again, but we do have a last call if you want a last minute. Super Commando, Preston, my man, there you go. Fantastic. Like I said, those are going over to our shipping center and are going to be weighed and packaged, and you'll have an invoice sent out to you.
Jake, somebody wants to know if the item's not claimed, is the price going to drop?
Oh, the price is going to drop. Well, you know what? Well, these are my figures. So why not? Why not? Let's go get some. You know what? Let me actually grab some tags over here. These are my very own items. Let's go. Sorry, I'm still. All right, let's do it. Let's go 20 on the Armorer. And I'm just giving this thing away at this point. Let's go 30 on the Loyalist. I'm more than happy to let someone walk away with these. All right, we're going to give it just 30 more seconds at the lower price. These are on the table. Again, this one is really tough to come by right now because Walmart did not. Anyone who's dealt with Walmart in the last year and their exclusives, it's been a very, very challenging time. And so it's difficult grabbing Walmart exclusives. So when you find them, I would suggest picking them up when possible. All right, last call on the Armorer and the Mandalorian Loyalists. All right, we're going to retire these and save them for another show. There you go, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and take these price tags.
Thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and bring up another lot here. So we started with some Black Series. I thought we should continue with a few more Black Series before we dive into maybe our first auction for the night. And so let's go ahead and bring those over. All right, so here we have some more Black Series items. We're going to start here with the 332nd, I almost said 32nd, Ahsoka's Clone Trooper. You can see this thing here is lovely, mint sealed in package, no crushed corners, no rub that I can see on the plastic. This is a specimen. This is a great troop builder for anybody who is into the Clone Wars and into clones. This is a fantastic option. Claim A is going to be Ahsoka's Clone Trooper, which made their debut in Season 7 of the Clone Wars. All right, another Clone Wars figure. This is probably one of the most beloved character right now out there. We have Ahsoka Tano. This is, you'll notice that both of these are in the new Black Series packaging. Okay, so she also has no crushed corners. She is minty as can be, straight from Walmart itself. She's number 2 in the series. He's number 3 in the Clone Wars series in regards to this new packaging. Ahsoka Tano, how awesome was she in The Mandalorian as well?
She's so awesome. It's probably one of my favorite female character in Star Wars. There's a lot of cool ones, and especially the blue lightsabers, debuting those new lightsabers are awesome.
Yes, she was fantastic. She was fantastic. She's been fantastic in almost everything except maybe her debut. That first film, where she debuted, we all we rejected her at first, but then the community loves her up ever since. So Ahsoka's going to be Claim B on the Black Series, and the third one is Din Djarin and the Child. This is a highly sought after. So these are both Walmart exclusives. Now we're shifting. We'll take it to a close-up if you want. This is the Target exclusive. When we're talking about selling out very quickly, no one does it better than Target. They have the ability to, whether it's bots or really, really passionate collectors, getting your hands on Target collectibles right now, much like Walmart, has been a struggle. You can see here that this set is fantastic because it includes Baby Yoda. So you're going to get the child. And you're going to get the child, and you're going to get the pram, and tons of accessories. He's got Beskar, he's got his tracking fob, he's got his jetpack, beautiful things. Let's go and take you a close-up of Ahsoka. You can see here, this is her Season 7 look, which is different from her previous in deco, and some sculpting, okay? And then finally, let's take you to her clone trooper, who's got the, in tribute to her, when she returned, they spray painted their helmets orange to show solidarity. Of course, that's before they tried to kill her. Okay, once again. All right, we're ready to put these guys up. Remember, now it's time to debut some prices. Thank you. We're going to go 37 on Clone Trooper. We're going to go 37 on Ahsoka. And we're going to go 55 on the Mandalorian. All right, go ahead and claim now. So yeah, these are difficult to find figures just because the pandemic over this last year has really made collectibles really popular again.
And,
right?
it always has been hard with Walmart to find the characters you're looking for when it comes to pops or any kind of action figures or exclusive toy. It's hard to come by. Yes,
absolutely. All right, congratulations. It sounds like B has been claimed. All right. Toy Stable chiming in. Our good buddies here. If you've not visited Toy Stable and you've been in the Pacific Northwest on a toy run, you are highly missing out on a fantastic toy shop. And I believe they're actually reconfiguring as we speak. And so next time you go in February, you're going to have an all-new experience. Thank you, sir.
Hey, Jake, could we get Laser Pants to register on the website?
Laser Pants.
Yes.
Laser Pants. We know him. Laser Pants. Ryan, you're being called out here. Get your claims in. Get your bids in. All right, just a few more moments on these ones. We got Ahsoka's clone for 37. Remember, you're writing claim A, 37. Or we got Din Djarin here for 55. Coming to you, being sent out to you tomorrow. Yeah.
I think it's really cool how we have all the accessories, including the pram and everything that comes with it. Like you're definitely not going to be disappointed when you open up this figure if you were to.
You're absolutely right. This is definitely an all-in-one. This is an all-in-one set. What we're going to do is we're going to hold on to this one for the next show and this one as well. And you'll never know when they might pop up again. All right. Well, as you can see, this is how it's going to work. It's just simple. You make sure that you're on YouTube and you have that live option activated. Make sure you've registered on the website. WashingtonStateToy.com. WaStateToy.com. There you go. And what do you say we head on over for our first auction item? All right, let's get this item. Thank you. All right, so this one's a beauty. I don't know. We're still on. I went over and then I decided against it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to show you how amazing this item is. And so what you're going to be bidding on here, and this is going to be an auction, not a claim. Thank you, sir. And what this is this is the Hot Toys Mandalorian, okay? This thing is beautiful. Now, we are not selling this as a mint and sealed item. Obviously, I just removed the package. This was a store display, and so you'll be getting this at not a sealed price at all today. And what you can see is as we open this, this is a store display, and so, you know, the box is not perfectly mint. You can see there is some slight creases up here. I mean, it displays beautifully. This thing looks great, but I just want you to know what you're getting. So when you open this up, you can see here, and holy smokes, let's pull this out ever so nicely, and look at this. Can you see that off the sheen? But this thing, if you've ever been into Hot Toys or 12-inch collectibles, I mean, that's really what this is. This is a beautiful, beautiful display piece. Din Djarin here comes with multiple hands, his tracking fob, a bloody, crushed stormtrooper helmet. Does this probably go on a spike, I think? Does this go? Yeah, this goes on the spike, yep, as seen in one of the scenes in the series. He comes his blaster. He's got his incinerator gun, as my son likes to call it, that he uses to take out banthas, or what, Jawas, not banthas. That would be a crazy scene to see. But yeah, this thing, highly detailed, highly, let's pull this out actually. I want to give you guys even a better look at it. Oh my goodness gracious. So good. I don't like touching it. It's so beautiful. All right, so this here is the Hot Toys Mandalorian. Now this is his first version. Okay, this is not, you know, later on in the series, as you know, as he upgrades his armor to all Beskar, this one here would be his episode 1 debut armor, where he just gets the single upgrade in his shoulder pauldron right there. So a fantastic piece. I'm going to put this in here. And like I said, this one here, we are going to go up for, we'll leave that there. Let's move on over to the Lightspeed auction. And Hot Toys Mandalorian. Are you going to stay there, my friend? Oh, there we go. Oh, he might not stay there. Let's actually go with like this. This is very tempting because I want to get it out and start playing with it. But here we go. The Mandalorian. How's it look? All right, we're going to go ahead and set this one, like I said, as an auction. Auction bids are now open. The starting price, ladies and gentlemen, this thing goes for crazy money on eBay, but we are starting it today at $250. $250. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's complete. It has all the pieces in here, including the multiple hands, even the little
wristband,
holographic display. Yeah. He's got the tracking fob. He's got all the bells and whistles. We're going to go up by, we're going to set the auction and we're going to let that go. While we do that, we're going to set up for our next claim sale.
Fly Casual.
All right. Well, you know what? It's always difficult on our first show to, make sure that we're reaching the full audience. But you know what? We're feeling excited about this activity tonight, about the opportunities here that not only, buyers but sellers have. So we're going to go crazy. And we're going to turn this into a claim sale. We're going to go at 200. Anyone could walk home with this right now, claim sale for 200. Just go ahead and put that. Once you see the claim bid now open, and we'll let you go home with this fantastic piece for $200. There's the Stormtrooper helmet. It's got the holes in it. It's got, man, I'm a huge 3 3/4 collector, and so I'd love to see something like this Stormtrooper come to life. These accessories in a smaller scale, because these are just fantastic. Now, Star Wars no longer makes 12-inch figures. Hasbro is the main retailer for it. All right, and so Hasbro no longer makes the 12-inch figures, so these are the only offerings out there right now. And I'm so glad to hear that Mando's going home for 200. Fantastic. We'll get that all boxed up for you. All right, now let's head on over to our next. We're still in our Star Wars section of the show, because who doesn't love Star Wars? Star Wars is at an all-time high. Although we're taking breaks from the movie for the next few years, you know that there's just that announcement of so much more content coming out. So we're going to offer you another set of Star Wars here. We're going to do one more Mandalorian-inspired piece here, and everybody loves this guy here. This is the Child. Now, the Child in Funko Pop, they have decided to just run with this, and they love making versions of the Child from the Mandalorian. I can only guess that you have a handful of these.
Yeah, there's too many to count.
Yeah, there are too many to count. But this one here is going to be the Child with pendant, and this was a New York Comic Con exclusive, so that's going to be Claim A. New York Comic Con, the Child with pendant,
Mint
Funko
condition.
Pop. Yes, it is. Thank you for reminding me. This thing is beautiful. You know, the box is pristine if you are an in-box collector. Okay. Now we're going to take it back a little bit to, we dare not say vintage, but these items are well over 20 years old. And we're going to take you back to about 1997. And we have a Hoth-themed set here for you. And this is going to be a bundle. So you're going to be getting all 3 of these items if you claim B. And what we see here is you're going to be claiming the Probot that's from Hoth. This is released on the Power of the Force 2 series. That is a deluxe figure that was released in about 97. We also have another deluxe figure. This one is the Hoth Rebel Soldier with his anti-vehicle laser cannon is, I guess, the common term for it. And so this was a deluxe one as well. That'll be part of B. And then the last one,
We have a snow trooper.
we have a snow trooper. Why don't you put that guy right there in
Put
the
him
front?
right in
Yep.
the middle.
And
Yep.
he, so you're still getting a display piece with this one because he actually comes with his E-Web blaster. So the entire E-Web blaster, as you can see on the back here, is included with this Stormtrooper. And so you're getting your full little diorama builder set here with your Probot and your cannon and your E-Web blaster. We're going to go and stick those all together for your Hoth set. Okay? Now, we have another Hoth set. It is the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back, so we are definitely looking at items that would be exciting. And again, when we're talking about Star Wars action figures, they've kind of eased back on how many they make in this scale, the 3 3/4 scale. And so finding items that help build out your scenes, if you're an opener, is what a lot of people are doing right now. And this piece is beautiful because it comes with that display piece in here with the tactical screen. So General Riken here comes with this tactical screen, as you can see. And this is a great, everybody needs this for their Hoth display if they are building out a decent collection. So General Riken with his
Right
tactical
on claim
screen.
C.
The next piece comes from the Saga line as well, and this came out in 2003 following the release of Attack of the Clones. And so this piece here is Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker here has a Hoth base that he actually can fit into, and if you have the Wampa, which they display on the back, if you have the Hoth Wampa set that came out during this time, he connects together with that. And so Luke here is nice and minty. There's no crease in the card. This thing is very, very minty, as is the Riken. So Luke Skywalker Hoth. And then another must-have, and this one comes from the Saga collection. This is Major Durlin, okay? Major Durlin, you might go, who is that in Star Wars? Well, you know, he is a background character, but he is a more significant background character because this was played by Cliff Clavin from Cheers. So John Ratzenberger himself was the actor that had like the 1 or 2 lines in Empire Strikes Back. And so we're going to go in and
Everybody
put...
to your stations, let's go.
Yes, everyone to your stations, let's go, was his big line there before he hit his claim to fame in Cheers. So let's go back over the lots. We have The Child from The Mandalorian, the New York Comic Con exclusive for claim A. We have the first Hoth bundle that includes all these great accessories. And we have the kind of the commanders, because you got Commander Luke Skywalker, General Riken, and Major Durlin. Luke's rank was a commander during Empire Strikes Back. So
We also have a bonus. Do you have
we have a bonus. We have a bonus. What's the bonus? Bring the bonus over.
We have an
Ooh.
autographed Toy Story 3 John Ratzenberger, who plays the voice of Ham. He's in a lot of different Disney Pixar movies, but this is him
I
as
didn't know about
Ham.
this. I want this. Did you get to meet him last year?
Yeah, I did at SummerCon. That was pretty awesome. He's a really nice guy.
Absolutely. Now, who's this bonus going to? Okay. So if you're going to take home Cliff Clavin as a Star Wars action figure, you might as well take home his autograph as well. So we're going to go ahead and throw in an autographed Cliff Clavin to the winner of, and add Ham in there for that lot. So you're also getting an autographed picture of Ham, John Ratzenberger, and we're ready to go live?
Yeah, look.
We're ready to go live as soon as we get prices. All right, so Baby Yoda is going home for someone for $15. What a deal for an exclusive. That's cost. We're going to take home all 3 of these for $35.
And for the last one, this Hoth bundle and the John Ratzenberger autograph is going to go for $60.
Steal at $60. We're going to go ahead and open up those bids now. Now you we're talking about SummerCon last summer. What's one of your favorite memories from, not last summer, 2 summers ago now?
Yeah, it seems like the time is flying by how fast this is, and it was awesome seeing all these different celebrities from video games to movies to it's a pretty crazy sight to see.
Absolutely. I think one of my highlights was Carl Weathers. How awesome was it to meet and hear Carl Weathers talk about The Mandalorian before it actually had debuted, which was very, very cool.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And then there's so many other ones like Hodor from Game of Thrones.
Yes.
He's super tall and super big. It was crazy to see.
Just like Hodor.
Yeah, just like Hodor.
All right, so just to recap, remember all bids are taking place on youtube.com, on the Washington State Toy Show Live on the air, and you want to make sure that you're set to live chat and not top chat in order to see when those bids come open. All right, well, it sounds like we got shy fingers out there. No bids just yet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put that clock out. So let's go ahead and make sure you get those bids in before that minute has elapsed. Again, the Child, New York Comic Con exclusive, the Power of the Force and Saga Collection Hoth bundle for Claim B, and the General Riken with the John Ratzenberger and the Luke Skywalker Hoth bundle / Toy Story bundle for Claim C. All right. My goodness. 20 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You want to go last chance on these. No price cut on these. These are going back into the vault for a future show. And so act now if you want to go home with them or take your chances on a future show down the road. And that's time. All right, Preston, my man, let's go ahead and put these in the archives. Thank you. You want to go get the next set for us, bud?
Yeah.
All right, so we have been spending a lot of time on Star Wars just because there's so much great merchandise out there to be had. So let's change gears, though, because we have plenty of genres that are able to sell here. And speaking of sellers, if you want to be a seller on the show, the seller link is now open on WashingtonStateToyShow.com, where you can set up to be a future seller and have your merchandise here sold to audiences throughout, like I said, the Pacific Northwest, or not just those, but around the country and Canada as well. All righty. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple Marvel Legends figures for you, and not just your normal Marvel Legends, but these large select-like versions. So what we have for you today now, shifting gears into Marvel, is we have Deadpool, as you can see here. This Deadpool comes with multiple heads, multiple weapons, multiple hands, a burrito, of course, or chimichanga, right? Chimichanga. And a couple of blades. This thing is fully articulated. The box is, other than a little curved corner right there, is pretty much pristine and case fresh. Same thing with
T'Challa.
T'Challa, the Black Panther here. You can see he comes with 2 heads, his T'Challa and his armored head. He's got 4 different hands. He has his battle accessories as well. Here, you can see these things are beautiful. They display great. They are larger than 12-inch figures. But the accessories are what make these things a lot of fun, both if you want to display them or if you want to have them still in the package. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and set Deadpool up as Claim A and Black Panther. What a great piece to have, especially after the tragic news this past year of Chad Boswick's passing. What's that? Okay. So let's go ahead and put the prices out there. All right. All right. Now we're putting these out at below market rate. So we're going to go $60 for Deadpool and we're going $75 for Black Panther. Let's go ahead and open those bids.
Yeah, speaking of the tragic death of Chadwick Boseman, we've had a lot of great celebrities that have passed this this last year, including just a ton, including
James Bond,
Yep.
Unfortunately. Sean Connery left us. He's been out of the limelight for a while, unfortunately. Alex Trebek as well is a more recent one. Now, what's your favorite Marvel movie?
I liked, one of my personal favorites was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I loved Star-Lord and everything, and especially that beginning credits scene with, you know, Baby Groot running around while they're all battling, running around, playing the music. And that was definitely one of my favorite movies. And then you can't beat Endgame as well.
Those are both great options. All right, clock's up on these. And so we're going to go ahead and put those in the vault for another day, another time. Preston, my man. All right. All right, now we got a game to play. And the game that we're going to go play is, we're calling it Lot or Not. All right. Now here's the deal. As you can see, we are putting things in the archive for a future show that don't find the right audiences today. And today is going to be one of those options. What we have here is a 12-pack of the stars of
Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame. You can see these pops here are absolutely fantastic. Displayed the fantastic characters that we're seeing throughout that great series. So we have how many we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 different characters here from the Avengers Endgame. And what we're going to do here is we're going to call this Lot or Not. So someone is going to be able to take this for one set price for the whole lot. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to go not, and we're going to put them in archive and maybe bring them out in bundles down the road. So let's go ahead and get this out there. Lot or Not, if you're interested in all 12 major characters from Avengers Endgame, you can go home with that for $100. $100, that is less than $10 a pop per figure. Bids are now being accepted. Lot or Not. So let's see, who do we have? We have Nebula, we have Thanos, Valkyrie, Hawkeye, Thor,
War
Machine, Tony Stark is Iron Man, of course, the Hulk, another Hawkeye. So this one is in his Ronin costume. This one's in his Infinity suit, right? His time travel suit. You got Captain America with Mjolnir, his Thor, when he borrows Thor's hammer. We have Captain Marvel, and we have Black Widow, who is set to have her movie here, hopefully sometime this year. Marvel, of course, Disney is looking for the perfect time to release that film, and so they keep pushing it back. So it was supposed to be out last March, I think, or I think we're a year into. All right, so we're going to wrap this claim up here in just a few moments, but then we're going to switch over to G.I. Joe. So Star Wars to Marvel, and we're just going to keep going with the beautiful franchises that you see at many different toy shows and conventions here throughout anytime you attend those shows. All right, so no takers on the Avengers Endgame lot for 100. These are going to go back into the archive, and we'll see those again another day. All right, we want to go ahead and grab our G.I. Joes. Now, G.I. Joe, as you know, relaunched this past year. Hasbro has kept the brand pretty quiet in the last few years, And so they decided last year was the time to come back out. Now, G.I. Joe originally made its debut in the 60s as 12-inch. Then it shifted in the 80s to 3 3/4. And now it is living in the world of 6-inch, which is one of the most popular scales in action figures today. So what we have is 3 G.I. Joe classified figures for you. And we're going to be starting off with Claim A is going to be the infamous Destro. Now, I love this figure. I have this figure at home. And what you'll notice is the amazing paint that they used on this guy. This box has got one, one slight crunched corner here, but otherwise it is fairly pristine. That one's a little pushed in. These are common imperfections that happen during shipping. But what you'll notice here is that he's got that great, great paint on that dome. It's not vac metallized like when we were kids, but it holds up fantastically now. And of course, each figure comes with this beautiful, beautiful art by a different artist on every package. So Destro is going to be Claim A. Claim B is going to be Roadblock. Roadblock is going to be Claim B, again, classified 6-inch figures, no crushed corners, okay? And he is, actually this is the first version. They've actually already started to repaint this figure without the gold highlights. So this is version 1 of Roadblock. And then finally we're gonna go to a beautiful, pristine, minty Snake Eyes. So Snake Eyes here, one of, if not the most popular character in G.I. Joe. Snake Eyes is going to be your Claim C, okay? And what we're going to do, prices for these, oh, I'm sorry, my friend, those are not them. Here, I got them. Prices for these, simple enough, here we go. Claim A, take home Destro for $25. Take home, actually I need that last one we just had. Take home Snake Eyes for $25 and take home Roadblock for $20. Claims, make sure you're putting that Claim A, Claim B, Claim C in the price, and we'll send these out tomorrow. G.I. Joe. Have you seen the movies? The movies are a few years old now.
I've yet to see them. I need to check those out soon with quarantine and not being able to go outside. I need to catch up on some of my movies that I haven't watched yet.
There you go, G.I. Joes. I would start with the animated series. I'm going to make a full confession right now in front of all my fellow Star Wars fans. I have seen G.I. Joe, the animated film, more than any other Star Wars or film in existence. That was my go-to as a kid. That's what I watched. Every time I played with my G.I. Joes, I would put it out on play on our VHS. So that is my guilty confession. My true love is Star Wars, but G.I. Joe is where it's at.
Go ahead and take those over back.
Okay. All right. What do you say we go for an auction? All right, keeping with the G.I. Joe theme, we have the exclusive Cobra Commander here. Now, this thing is beautiful. This thing is very minty. I want to try to show you this off to you without hurting or damaging it. So this thing separates like this. Look what a great display piece this thing is. Now, this is Cobra Commander in his, what do they call this? Snake Supreme armor. And so this was only offered, oh my goodness, where was this an exclusive to? This is an exclusive to Hasbro Pulse. And much like a lot of the items like we've talked about on today's show, sold out very, very quickly. But you can see he displays great. He comes not only with his serpent staff, but a different pair of hands. He comes with his classic retro Cobra Commander blaster that if you had the original figure snapped into his back. He comes with the sword in this case. He has holsters to display them. The packaging is beautiful. Again, like I said, it is mint. And let's go ahead and open the auction for this at $50. $50 goes home with Cobra Commander number 9 in the classified series. Am I on, Steve? Okay. All right, so it sounds like, we are broadcasting during dinner time, and some people did have to grab a bite to eat. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one more, we're going to open the bids one more time on these ones. We were going to put them back in the archive, but if you're interested in Destro for 25, Roadblock version 1 for 20, and Snake Eyes for 25, those bids will be accepted. And remember, we have for auction over here, we have Supreme Snake Cobra Commander Hasbro Pulse exclusive up for $50 in auction as well. I have all these figures. I love them. I love G.I. Joe. I would wish they were 3 3/4, but I'll buy them even when they're 6-inch. Okay, so when we're looking at over, just a quick check-in on our Snake Supreme, we're currently at a high bid of $130. $130 on...
Looks like we got a big battle between Toy Stable and Style Online here.
Ha! Ha!
Toy Stable went to 140.
There you go. There you go. Fantastic. Okay, anybody on these final 3 here of classifieds? Wave 1, going once, going twice. Shipping them to the Toy Archives. Every time I say Toy Archives, I think of the scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they're putting everything in the, warehouse at the end and starts burning through the, hopefully these don't burn through a warehouse. But how cool would that be? Well, it sounds like we have people who are interested in G.I. Joe, so we're going to keep that train going. You have my prices, my friend?
Meanwhile, Styling Online is up to 170 on the Cobra Commander.
170 on the Cobra Commander. Fantastic. Grab those. Okay. All right, let's do another round of claim sales. This time we got a few more coming from Wave 1. Wave 1, 25.
25.
Okay. Wave 1, we're going to start off with Scarlet. Scarlet's going to be our claim A for this round. You can see no smash corners. Minty box, go over here to close up. Okay. Again, this is her version 1. They've started to repaint this version, so if you find her in stores probably going forward, you're going to see a different color scheme on her. So this is version 1. Number 5 in the G.I. Joe series, classifieds. Number 2, we have Duke, the leader of the G.I. Joe, well, field commander, I should say, of the G.I. Joe. He is also minty with no crushed corners and is number 4 in the series, Duke. And the final one is, well, he goes by many names, But this version of Destro is called the Prophet Director. Okay, Prophet Director. And this incredibly zany version of Destro comes from a version that was released many years ago at San Diego Comic-Con and was actually referred to as Pimp Daddy Destro because of the wackiness of the character. But you can see he has money that's on fire. He has his leopard cape. He has his gold briefcase. This guy is ready for making arms deals in style. Okay, so we got 3 G.I. Joe classified figures here, and we're going to make this easy. Wave 1 Scarlet is going to go for $25. Wave 1 Duke, also $25. And we're going to go Prophet Destro, which was an online exclusive, $25. You would not find Prophet Destro in Prophet Director Destro in stores. He was an online exclusive. So let's go ahead and open the bids on this round of G.I. Joe Classifieds. All right. So, okay. So as soon as we wrap up this one, we're going to take a quick break and hear from a friend of the show. So make sure to get your bids on YouTube.
And remember to do live chat, not top chat, because
Nice
then
job.
you're going to be the first person on every chat, and we want to make sure that it's accurate and up to date.
You know, being up here kind of makes me feel like I'm a, I don't know.
Game show host or something.
Well, I also feel like a clerk. You know, have you ever seen that movie Clerks? 2 guys working behind a.
No, actually, I haven't.
Oh well, you know, might be a little
Little
older
mature,
for you, but
yeah.
fantastic film. Love Clerks because this came out when I was in high school, and it was one of the first films where they talked about nerddom with passion and weren't shy about it. So, you know, right now being a geek and loving nerdy stuff is very popular. Clerks, I'm going to attribute a part of that to that movie because it was so fantastic. All right. Scarlet? Scarlet's gone. All right, fantastic. Oh, that's Duke. You don't want that one. You want this one. Scarlet's going to a home. Fantastic. Congratulations. Last call on the other 2. Duke for 25. Prophet Destro for 25. Beautiful looking figures. If you haven't seen them in the stores, which I doubt you have because I look for them all the time and I can never find them in stock. These things are rare as can be. All right, put another 30 seconds up there for any final claims on Duke and Destro. All right, well, like I said, we have a fun little treat for you. So we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to move into our comic book section of the show. So we'll see you back after this.
Hey folks, Brian O'Halloran here. From such films as Clerks and Jay and Silent Bob reboot that came out a year ago, Mallrats Chasing Amy, tons of others. I'm a huge toy fan, and I'm so glad that the guys here at Washington State Toy Show have invited me on to share some of my love of toys that I've enjoyed as a kid. Now, growing up in the 70s as a kid, when 77 came around and boom, Star Wars hit the scene, the toy market exploded, and I was 7 years old, so I annoyed the hell out of my parents for toys. I mean, boom, I got my own action figure, like the Dante action figure and the Dante in action figure from the cartoon series and the Mini-Mates from Diamond Select. I'm cool. I love the fact that they've made these, but to be honest with you, I would rather have this, a Star Wars figure of me somehow being in that movie. I don't care if I'm Stormtrooper number 42 way in the back as they all line up. I don't care. But vintage 1977 Star Wars figures were the bomb to me. I annoyed my parents to spend all their paycheck, and we came from a very, very poor kind of working class family living in the Bronx in New York City. And there was this one toy store that I always rushed to make sure I could try to get the latest figures at that time. Or Woolworths was a store in the Bronx on Castle Hill Avenue that I used to annoy my dad to buy me stuff. So one of the first things I had was the Land Speeder. This Land Speeder, I worked it to death. That's the other thing. I played with the toys. I didn't know about the collecting world and, save it for, collector's years from on. Just hang it in a wall on a, in a case. I played with them. I played the hell out of them. And this was one of my favorite toys I had. It had the spring wheels to make it look like it had magnetic lev technology to it. One of my favorites. Second thing I kind of got was the Land of the Jawas play set. It came with the escape pod that R2 and C-3PO escaped out of. It was really, really cool. Enjoyed playing with that a ton. And then for Halloween that year, of course, dressed up as Vader. And my mom and dad got me the inflatable that you blew up the lightsaber. It was like, a heavy-duty rubber balloon that you could beat each other with. And it was literally just like a flashlight that went through this clear vinyl inflatable lightsaber that you could fight each other with. I loved it. I used to smack all my brothers around with that. I had two older brothers, so I didn't get far with that, but it was, that went with the costume. I was like, I had to have a lightsaber, and so that's what we did. One of the things I got that Christmas that year was the X-Wing fighter, which if you press that blue button on top, it made the sounds of the laser cannons firing. I also got the TIE fighter with the little red light, as you see at the bottom. Once again, if you pressed it on top, it would make the sounds of the fighting. They're somewhere either at my mom's house or she threw them out. Yeah, I know. She might have thrown these out. The thing I always wanted, though, was the Millennium Falcon. That was huge, and that was a little pricey for my parents at that time, so never got a chance to get that. But I did get what you see below there, the Millennium Falcon, the die-cast metal, which was a replica. That was really, really cool. I enjoyed that as well. So that was a lot of fun. So because I couldn't get the Millennium Falcon, and I used to cry about it, like, oh, I want the Millennium Falcon, my parents got me this Starbird from 1978, Milton Bradley Electronics Division, Starbird spaceship. Now the front cockpit, so to speak, would come off, and there'd be a rocket engine underneath it, that it would be an escape, and then the two winglets you see on the back there would fly off, and they were like scout ships to go and find things. And it used to be great because it had this motion detector in it that it knew if you tipped it up that it was going to, accelerate to fly up, or if you tipped it down, it would make the engine sound like they were going down. And they also had a button as well to fire the laser cannons, which are in the front of that. That thing I played to death, and it helped with the pain of not having a Millennium Falcon, but that was one of my favorite toys as well. So that's pretty much what I enjoyed as a kid. Of course, I played street hockey. I played, tons of things with friends. But when it comes to actual toys, that's what I have to stay away from at the Comic-Cons, really, is these vendors that have the vintage toys and the action figures, because the 7-year-old in me wants to have them again and play with them again. I have a couple of things behind me here from Star Wars that I enjoy, and Star Trek as well. I have the Spock from Mirror Mirror episode, which I always enjoyed as well. So enjoy the show. Thank you so much for letting me be on the show. That's what I love about toys. Hope to see you in Washington State in person in the near future. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Lane, how awesome. Now, like I said, we're going to transition over to our comic side of the show now. So we're going to have some great books coming to you. But these are not, I'm not going to do this alone. I would like to introduce to you Michael from Prestige Worldwide Comics and Collectibles.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Welcome. And so you have some fantastic books here you're going to tell us about here that we're going to set up for some claims.
Yeah. So first up we have right here is Transformers #1 from 1984. Now this is, as far as comics go, this is the first time you see Optimus Prime, Megatron, Starscream, Bumblebee, the Autobots, Decepticons, Cybertron, everything Transformers gets introduced in this particular comic book.
Very cool.
Next up, we have Star Wars The Force Awakens #1. This is the Neil Adams variant. It's also the first appearance of Kylo Ren, Rey, Finn, Captain Phasma, and this is also signed by Neil Adams, and it has a COA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, very cool.
Very cool. And Neil Adams is, of course, a fantastic
He's a
comic book artist who's been around for a long time, done a lot of great work.
comic book great. You can't think of any books from the late 70s to current without thinking of Neil Adams. And then we also have Omega Men #3. Now this is the first appearance of Lobo, who's a pretty popular DC character.
The bounty hunter, right?
He is a bounty
He's a
hunter
bounty hunter.
from space.
Very cool. Space bounty hunter. All right. So we are going to then. You got the prices there, my friend? Why don't you hand them to Michael?
And I should probably give people an idea about what the conditions are of these. So I have this one as a near mint minus. This one is a near mint plus. And this one is very fine plus, near mint minus. And the claim A for the Transformers is 90. First Kylo Ren, signed by Neil Adams, is 80. And first appearance of Lobo is 70.
Very cool. There you have it. Remember, you're making sure to put your claims as claim A, and then the price 70, claim A 90, claim B 80, and claim C 70 on live chat on YouTube. Let's go ahead and open those bids. Yep. So you can see here, I got some serious glare coming. Let's see if I can. No. Tip that a little bit. Let's see, does that help? Hey, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful conditions. They look fantastic. And then, and so you are, you run Prestige Worldwide, and that's available on Facebook?
We have Facebook, Instagram, we have a YouTube channel, we have a local merchant in one of the antique malls in Tacoma, and that one is called Pacific Run Antiques.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just trying to stay busy as much as possible given the current climate. Last few years we've been almost exclusive to cons.
Sure.
And so we've kind of had to broaden our horizons given the way things have been this year.
The Pacific Antique Run is near and dear to my heart due to the fact that I went to college not far from there. I went to PLU.
Okay.
And so that's where I became very familiar with, if you live in the Pacific Northwest and you're a toy collector in the 90s, Toy Stable started there in Parkland as well, which now is run by our good friend Chris, and not too far from where it originally started. So here we have last chance to grab some absolutely minty books here. Transformers, Star Wars with the Neil Adams variant, and the Omega Man covers. Just give that a few more moments. All right, we're going to put those in the archive for another rainy day show. All right, next up, another round of 3. Okay, what can you tell us about these books here?
All right, so right here we have Marvel Team Up, number 141. Now this is a tie for the first appearance of the Black Spider-Man suit,
Oh, yeah.
or also known as the Venom symbiote. They all came. This one Amazing Spider-Man 252 and the Spectacular Spider-Man, I believe it's 90, all came out the same week. And so it's a three-way tie on his first appearance. This is also the newsstand copy, as you can see by the barcode. There was direct editions and newsstand back then, and so that's what this copy is. It's considered a variant and a little bit harder to find than the direct edition. Next up we have New Teen Titans number 44. This is the first appearance of Nightwing. As many people know him as Dick Grayson or Robin. This is when he changes into his own superhero persona that is not affiliated with Batman. You also have the first appearance of Jericho and the origin of Deathstroke.
Oh, very cool.
And then on this last one, this is Shazam number 1.
Oh, wow.
Now this is the first appearance of Shazam in the DC universe. Prior to that, he was owned by Fawcett, and that was who published Shazam through the Golden Ages and into the 60s. And this is when he joins the DC universe and the continuity of DC.
And then that's a few years old then, huh?
Yeah, this one came out in 1973, I believe.
Oh, wow.
And I have this one as a near mint minus. This one is also near mint minus. And then this one is very fine minus. Thank you.
Marvel Team Up there also features Daredevil and Black Widow on the cover.
Yes, sir.
Very cool.
So
I'm loving this because I'm learning stuff, because I always thought his first appearance was the Secret Wars issue.
So that is actually the origin issue, and that came out a couple months later, and that tells how he got the costume.
Got it. I did not know those were released out of order like that. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this claim. This bid here, you're going to see you're bidding on Marvel Team Up, Titans with Nightwing's first appearance, and Shazam from 1973. Original debut in the DC universe. Very good stuff. All right, where are you comic book people at? We know that you are out there. This is time to be texting those friends who are, we need to be texting our friend Jeremy. This Nightwing issue is a must-have for anyone who's into Dick Grayson, the original Robin, who later becomes Nightwing. Very cool. We're going to give these just a few more moments here. Fantastic looking books. Now again, if you are interested in being a seller, if you have merchandise and collectibles and stuff that you would normally like to sell at toy shows or toy conventions, well, we have built this medium for you. There is the seller's link. It's currently up on the website, and so if you want to fill that out, that's going to make it possible for you to be featured on a future show. And you can, of course, sell your items directly, kind of like Michael is here, or you could use one of the show's hosts in order to get that done. So make sure that you check that out if you have a garage full of items that are collecting dust because of the lack of toy shows. All right, so just to refresh, we're right now, Claim A is Marvel Team Up 141 for $60. We have Claim B is Tales of the Teen Titans and claim for $60, and Claim C is going to be Shazam in his first DC appearance for $50. All right, so we have a taker on Shazam. He is off the table. Any last calls for Marvel Team Up and or what's that? Oh, Marvel Team Up or Tales of the Teen Titans? Going once, going twice. All right, we're going to take those back, maybe bring them back another day. Madden, what do we got up next? Oh, I actually have one of these issues at home. How exciting. All right, Michael, tell us a little bit about these.
All right, so for Claim A here, we have Doom Patrol. I believe it's 86. Now, this is the first time the Doom Patrol is in their own series. It is also the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil and Mr. Nobody. So if you're a fan of the show, you recognize Mr. Nobody was the villain for season 1 and 2.
Alan Tudyk.
Yes. And then this one is in a very good condition. It's a little bit worn. It's from the early 60s. It's been well read and well loved. So next up, we have NYX4. Now, this is the second appearance of Laura Kinney, also known as X-23. This is a very nice near mint copy. Cover art is done by Joshua Middleton, who's a pretty famous artist right now.
Yep, that would be the Wolverine clone that was featured
Yes.
in that final Wolverine movie. So
Yes.
these are one of her debut. This is her debut series, right?
Yeah, her debut
NYX.
series and her second appearance. And then last but not least is Astonishing Tales number 25. And this is the first appearance of Deathlock the Demolisher. He was featured in a few episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
He was.
So if you
little
watch
different,
that-
little different version than we're used to.
A much different version than what we're used to, but it was still a fun version, and the show's a good read, or watch, I mean. And this one is in fine plus condition. So not quite near mint minus, but not quite regular fine.
All right, so we have
So the price for Claim A is $65. Claim B is $55. And then Claim C is $65.
all right, there you have it. Bids are going open. Make sure that you put Claim A and the price, or Claim B and the price, and Claim C and the price. We're looking for, these comics are looking for a home. Yep. All right, we're gonna just stiffen these guys up just a little bit there. There we go. Yeah, Doom Patrol. I just got a buddy hooked on the show. It's I enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it so far. I still have a couple more seasons to finish because I think they did 4.
Doom Patrol, I think 3 is in the
Okay.
works. I think
I
3
know
is in the
I
works.
finished 2, so I thought
I
there
think
was
you might be
more.
up to date then.
Okay, and
think
I've
you're up to date.
been watching the first season of Titans. I still need to get
I
past
love
that.
Titans.
That one was fun too.
I know friend of the show here, Steve, he's just got into Titans as well. It's a fun show. These are mature, though, shows.
Yes, the shows are definitely more mature and not meant for younger crowd.
They are not your CW shows, that's for sure. All right, comic book lovers, we've got 3 great examples of some great debut characters or second debuts. We're gonna go ahead and issue the last call on these, and then we'll move on to another lot. All right. All right, another round. Ooh, I think you're talking my language now with some, you might have some Star Wars items up
We
to bat
do.
here? Yes. All right, so what do we got here?
All right, so for Star Wars items, we have Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones number 1 in near mint plus condition, and this is the first appearance of Jango Fett.
Yes, it is.
So that's a very popular character these days. And Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, the Sith War number 1. Now this is the first appearance of Mandalore in comic books, and this one is also in near mint plus.
I'm happy I have both of these so far.
And then we have the Flash 92, which is the first appearance of Impulse, which is another speedster. And this one is in near mint condition.
Speedsters, they seem to pop up all the time. Huh?
All the time in the Flash universe. All right.
Everybody gets to be a speedster.
So we have this one is at 20.
Attack of the Clones at $20. Django's first comic book appearance. Fantastic.
This one's at 15.
Mandalore. If you know anything about the Mandalorians, you know that their I want to say religion, but their culture, their society was all kind of based around this Mandalore character.
And then this one is 35.
So we have Impulse, first debut of. He's not Kid Flash because that's someone different.
That's someone different.
All right, let's go ahead and start the bidding. I love seeing all these issues that I was big into comic books at one time, very, very big, and late 90s. And then some of those books who, you know, forever weren't worth anything, now all of a sudden
Yes,
are worth very big money.
Star Wars has exploded over the last year thanks to such an awesome rendering of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And so all these comics from the 90s of the Dark Horse was producing that used to be in dollar bins everywhere is now everybody's hunting for. And especially they're hunting for those high grade copies that haven't been thumbed through a bunch of times. So it's always nice to find those.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's the magic behind The Mandalorian. We started the show with tons of Mandalorian product because they take a lot from these stories.
Yes, they do.
And so they don't, whereas the sequel trilogy tend to create their own characters and their own backgrounds, the Mandalorian is ran by two people who are really Star Wars fans, and they started to tap into the comic book world and the old novels and even the Kenner toys. And so you're going to see a lot of some of these items come in price that really weren't worth anything because who knows what Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau might pull from next. All right, we got last call on this set here. We got Attack of the Clones. Let's get a little better angle there. For 20, we have Tales of the Jedi, which I love this series as is. So even beyond this issue, you need to probably read this story if you're an old Star Wars fan. And then for 15, and we got Impulse's first debut issue in Flash for 35. All right, going once, going twice. All right, put them in the Jedi Archives for now, and we'll bring them out another day. That's right. We are up for our next round. What do we got here? 3 new claim auctions for you.
All right, so first up we have Inhumans number 5. This is the first appearance of Yelena Belova, or Bolivar. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. And this is the character that Florence Pugh is playing in the Black Widow movie. She is going to go on to become the new Black Widow. And this is in near mint minus condition. Next up, we have a 1963 horror comic book, Ghostly Tales, from Charlton Comics. This is Jim Aparo cover art. But what makes this significant is it is a rare double cover. So there's 2 covers on this one, and it is very fine plus.
Interesting.
And then we have Annihilation Conquest Wraith number 1, and this is the first appearance of Wraith in near mint condition.
All right. So we're going to get some prices on these real quick, but to recap, this is the Black Widow's sister that's going to be in the movie.
Yes.
That's going to be her debut comic.
Yep.
And then we have the double covered Ghostly Tales, and we have the debut of Wraith, which I'm not all that familiar with the Wraith character.
So he was kind of a really behind the scenes guy for the last decade or so, but thanks to Donny Cates and Null and all the stuff that's going on in current comic books, he recently has come back and he's a very popular character currently.
Interesting.
So we got 60 on this one. We have 75 on the rare double cover from 1963 in very fine plus condition. And then we have $80 on the first appearance of Wraith.
Very cool. Very cool conditions. Issues. Let's go ahead and open up bidding. All right, we're looking for you, comic book people. We have all sorts of different genres to bring to you here in this venue. And so if you know someone who's into these characters and collects old comics, this would be a great time to get them on the phone, send them, share them out the links, and maybe get one of those Grail comics into their hands. And I only expect this Inhumans issue to go up once the Black Widow movie starts.
Me too, very much.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the actress who was just in Little Women, who is playing Yelena.
Florence Pugh.
There it is, Florence Pugh. Florence Pugh. Yeah, great actress. You can get her character's debut issue here, double covered, Claim A, Claim B, Claim C. Give that just another moment. Going once, going twice. All right, let's take those into the archives for another day. Or if you're local here in town, you know, you might like to pop by the Pacific Antique Run store and see what else Michael has available. All right, another 3 on the...
All right, this is part of the set. There's 4 books in the set.
All right, so what do we got now?
All right, so first up we have Batman Adventures Mad Love. It is the origin of Harley Quinn, and this is her first print. I have this one in a very fine plus condition. Next up, we have Catwoman 70. Now, this is a very classic Adam Hughes cover, and it's a low print run at that. And this one is in near mint condition. And then we have a set. We have Venom Carnage 1 through 4, the complete set. And this is the first appearance of Toxin. It's a very low print run series, and the cover and art was all done by Pacific Northwest local Clayton Crane.
Very cool.
And these are all in near mint plus condition.
So you're going to get 1 through 4 on that Claim C.
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and queue up those prices. Harley's Origin. Oh, all right, I think we have prices right there.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So for Harley, price is $65. For Catwoman, it's $70. And for the Clayton Crane Venom Carnage set is $125.
All right, let's go ahead and open up those bids. Make sure you're using live bid versus top bid. Get your comic book buddies on the phone. Let them know we've got some great Marvel, DC books here, plus others. We have just a few more. Well, we're just down to our last couple sets here, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back with some more toys. All right, Claim A has been called. Claim A has been Toy Stable once again. Thank you, sir. We still have available Claim C, or Claim B and Claim C. All right, Claim C is taken as well. Congrats, Toy Story. What's that? Stable. What'd I say? Story. Toy Story. Congrats, Toy Story, and your fantastic movie series.
But if you go to Toy Stable, he'll tell you a story.
That's right. If you go to Toy Stable, they will tell you a story, though. Chris is full of them. All right, one last moment on Catwoman number 70, 470. Going once, going twice, and we're going to put that in the archives. Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, like I said, we're down to our last couple comic book runs. What do we got up next?
All right, so first up we have here is Witchblade number 10, and it is the rare 125 Michael, or not Michael, but is it Michael Silvestri variant. This is the first appearance of the Darkness, and it is near mint plus condition. Next up, we have Next Men 21. Now this is the first U.S. appearance of Hellboy. This was in a very fine plus near mint minus condition. And then here we have Thor number 1, first print. And this is the first appearance of the female Thor, Jane Foster, who's going to be featured in the next upcoming Thor film, Love and Thunder. And this is also in near mint plus condition.
Yeah, that is the character that Natalie Portman's going to be playing.
Yes, it is.
In Love and Thunder, which is currently filming in Australia. I just saw the whole cast of the Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy are on hand because they're helping out star in
Yes.
that movie. All right, prices. What do we got for?
So for the Darkness, first appearance and rare 25 variant is 50.
Cool.
First appearance of Hellboy is 95. Thank you. And the first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor is 80.
I actually have that Thor book. Now, let's go ahead and open bidding on this one. And again, make sure claim A and the price, claim B on the price, claim C on the price. Now is Top Cow was a kind of a spin-off of Image Comics, correct?
So Top Cow and Image are definitely spin-offs. Mark Silvestri, who started with Image, branched off and created Top Cow. His character, he created the Witchblade, and he also created the Darkness. So they co-made this variant.
Is Top Cow still a company?
They are.
They are.
Still produce comics. They're not nearly as big as Image is,
Yeah.
but they're still making comics to this day.
I remember when Image debuted, it was such a painful day for me because I was a Marvel fan. They took all the best
They took
Marvel guys.
all the best guys.
And I was on board with Spawn 1 and Youngblood 1, but that company kind of tried to grow too big too fast right away.
I think that's exactly what they did.
All right, so we got bids open on Hellboy's first appearance, the Next Men, and then we have Natalie Portman's character who she'll be playing in the next one, female Thor. I don't think if they officially recognize it being called female Thor. It's just Thor because she wields the hammer. And I believe, this is a spoiler, what's that? Claim A has been taken? Fantastic. Fantastic. I think they didn't reveal for a while who the female Thor was,
If I remember
right?
right, it was 8 issues before the big reveal.
So that's almost a year. It's like
yeah.
8 months.
I remember speculators almost immediately saying it was going to be Jane.
No, they thought right away.
The message boards, they lit up and they all said it was Jane. And the fact that she was featured heavily in a secondary role in the comic, I think, was
Yep.
another giveaway.
Fantastic. Claim B has been taken. Who is the lucky claimer on those two? Hey, Mikey. Congrats.
Well,
Congrats.
thanks,
Going
hey,
home
Mikey.
with 2 great issues. last call for Jane Foster's Thor debut. This price will only go up as soon as Thor: Love and Thunder, starring Natalie. Her return to the character after they said she wasn't going to come back. After she said she wasn't going to come back.
She said she wasn't going to come back.
And I believe the scenes they used were cut scenes, right?
Yeah,
from Endgame or
no, they used them
Infinity
from,
War.
The cutscenes were actually from Thor 2, The Dark World.
Yeah. So yeah, she actually didn't come back, I don't think, and film new scenes for the Infinity War time travel scene.
No, it was either cutscenes or body doubles.
Yep. So this would be her return to the character when the movie debuts. Last call on Jane Foster's Thor appearance debut. Going once, going twice, and let's go ahead and archive that one. Thank you, Preston. All right.
And this is the last lot of the comics.
Okay, last lot, and then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back with a few more toys. Yeah, we'll do a speed round when we come back. We'll do a speed round. Oh, I have one of these too. Fantastic. What do we got here?
So first up, we have Marvel Superheroes Winter Special number 8. Now this is the first appearance of Squirrel Girl.
Oh,
It's kind of
cool.
a cult character these days. And this is in near mint condition.
And it's only time before she shows up in a TV show.
After was it Anna Kendrick showed interest in playing the character, it really got excited. All right, and next up we have G.I. Joe 21, first print newsstand variant. And this is the first appearance of Storm Shadow, and this is in very fine condition. And then last but not least, we have Amazing Fantasy Volume 2, number 15. And this is the first appearance of Amadeus Cho, who goes on to become the totally awesome Hulk.
Yes.
And this one is in near mint condition.
He is a child genius.
Yes.
Now, if I'm correct, G.I. Joe 21 is also one of the most prominent silent issues, right?
It is. There is no words.
There is no words. So I had this book as a kid, and let me tell you, I read the thing to where the cover, oh, sorry, trying to get a good angle. I read the thing until the cover came off. So this is a, well, I just said I read a word, I read a book that has no words, but hopefully you know what I mean. I loved this thing. So what do we got for
All right,
prices?
so first appearance of Squirrel Girl in near mint condition is 100.
I don't know if I have that one. I'm going to have to go check now.
First appearance of Storm Shadow, 110. And then the first appearance of Amadeus Cho is 225.
Look at that. All right, so there you go. Let's go ahead and open up the bids. I can't brag enough about how awesome and amazing G.I. Joe 21 was as a kid. I guess I never even realized that it was Storm Shadow's, because I didn't collect the whole run as a kid of G.I. Joe. I didn't realize that was his debut appearance in comic.
Claim B, Toy Stable.
All right. Claim B, Toy Story. Toy Stable is writing a Toy Story over here with his books and his comics. Fantastic. We still have Claim A up for Marvel Superheroes Winter Special. Squirrel Girls first. And is that a Ramada Jr. cover? No, it's not.
Eric Larson.
Eric Larson, that's
Another
right. That's what I
Pacific
was looking for.
Northwest native.
I didn't know he was native to here.
Yeah, he's from right up here in Washington, and he currently lives in Portland.
Really? I did not know that. Very cool. His big claim to fame beyond Marvel work is his Savage Dragon character.
Yes, and that's the second longest running independent comic published.
Beyond
Behind
Teenage Mutant Turtles?
Behind Spawn.
Oh, Spawn. Okay.
Spawn just celebrated its 320th.
Okay. So consecutive issues.
And he's a little at 200 and something.
Because they both started with Image, so that would make sense.
Yeah, they both started it with Image, and he's stayed on all these years.
Fantastic. All right. Amazing Fantasy, Amadeus Cho. He hasn't shown up in the movies yet, but
Not yet,
I don't
but there's
doubt.
a lot of rumors circulating around some of the TV properties with Miss Marvel
Yep.
and the Young Avengers and Champions coming into the works.
And this is the era that they're starting to pull from quite a bit. This kind of era of Marvel where they debuted a lot of new characters.
You get a lot of newer, younger characters for a younger audience. You also get a much more diverse group
Yep.
of characters as far as they're not all white.
Correct.
And so I think Marvel's plan is to introduce these characters sooner than later so that they can connect with more of the current viewers out there.
That makes sense to me. All right, last call on these ones. We got claim A for 100, Squirrel Girls debut, or claim C for 225, Amadeus Cho,
Cho, maybe, I don't know.
I guess I'm not sure. All right. Going once. Going twice. All right, let's go ahead and throw those into the archive. Michael, we want to thank you so much for coming and sharing not only your books, but your knowledge. And perhaps we can have you back again.
Thank you.
Please make sure to check out Michael's, well, I guess we could say online social shops.
Yes.
Prestige Worldwide Comics and Collectibles. You'll find them where? On Facebook and
Facebook, Instagram. We also have a YouTube channel, and then locally at Pacific Run Antique Mall.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for coming. Now, we're going to do a quick break here, but when we get back, we're going to come at you with some Speed Round collectibles. Okay, we're back. And again, thanks to Michael for bringing out some amazing books, and congratulations to everyone who were able to get their claim sales in. What we decided to do now is shift gears a little bit. We're going to bring out some items, and I'm just going to, it's kind of my game. I just kind of get to grab stuff and put them up here, and we'll see what we got. So let's go ahead and start with one of my favorites. I'm going to go with some Star Wars vintage action figures, all right? Anywhere I go, Star Wars is usually not too far behind. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off a quick claim sale. And we are going for these figures. The first one up, you want to show that there, off to the camera. This is Kenner action figure from 1980, 81. And this is Bosk. He is a bounty hunter. He is a bounty hunter that Darth Vader called. This figure is very, very nice. It has got little wear on it. Otherwise, it is, there we are, zoomed in. You can see he's complete. He's got his weapon. Great figure, great figure. We're going to put him as claim A right there. Let's go for claim the second one. We have an AT-AT driver. He's complete as well. He has his original non-reproduction weapon, and he is very stiff joints. You can see this here. I'm not going to move it too much. Well, let's go ahead and zoom in on this guy. You can see he has minimal paint rub. He's got paint details, very few, has been scuffed off over time. That's the hard thing. They made tons and tons of these figures as kids, but unfortunately, many of them were didn't live up to being played with as much as they did. All right, and the third figure we're going to do in this quick claim sale here, ladies and gentlemen, is a figure that is significant because, let's take a look at the camera here. Hold on, I want to show something. Okay, this is Bib Fortuna. This Bib Fortuna is complete. Now, one of the beautiful things about this figure is that this staff right here. This staff here made its on-screen debut in the final scene of Mandalorian Season 2. And I won't give away the situation in case you're still behind on your episodes, but this was a Kenner creation. This was not in the actual movie. This was now made its screen debut. So we're going to give Bib Fortuna and his staff here a cell. You can see there is some slight staining or discoloration on the robe, but otherwise he has all his paint is intact, and he's going to be our claim C. Okay, so we are going for these. We're going to go easy enough. We're going to go 15 a pop. 15 a pop for these minty figures. Let's go ahead with, like I said, these are speed rounds. So we're going to do these very quickly. And we got Bosk, we got AT-AT Driver, we got Bib Fortuna, all vintage Kenner complete action figures. Let's go ahead and open up those bids.
I gotta say, Bosk is one of my favorite bounty hunters in general.
Bosk is the boss?
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. I love seeing all the bounty hunters. They're one of my favorite Star Wars type characters.
Yeah, no, those are, they are fantastic. I, of course, have a affinity for bounty hunters. I happen to run a website named after two of them, and so yes, it is very, Empire Strikes Back figures are a go. So where are our claimers out here? We got $15 for 3 each of these figures. They're fantastic quality. And again, like I said, we have a shipping center here on site, and these are going to go out to you the very next day. So, and then anybody who bids and claims, you're going to get an invoice in your email, and you can simply pay that through PayPal or your credit card. Simple enough. So we're going to go going once, last chance, going twice, and let's archive them. All righty. Here you go, here you go, here you go. All right. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to try something, again, like I said, a little speed round action here. We have a series of Transformers. It is from the latest series that is out currently, not only in stores, but also on television. War of Cybertron is a series that is currently out, and we have 3 characters from that series. The first one is going to be Bug Bite. Okay, now these are sealed, so we're not going to open these for you, but if you know who this is a essentially a white and purple version of Bumblebee. Okay, he's a mercenary. The next one we have is Rotor Storm. Okay, so Rotor Storm. And then the third figure is Hot House. Okay, these are deluxe class Transformers. We're going to go speed round on these, see if we have. These are sealed. These are mint. They have never been opened. These are going to go each for $25. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the bids. Again, you're getting either Bug Bite, Rotor Storm, or Hot House. These are online exclusives. You're not going to find these elsewhere. You can see here how the deco here, the symbol here is a mercenary, and then these two are, of course, Autobots. So $25 a piece, though, for the taking. Okay, let's go ahead and call it going once. Last call. Going twice. Bug Bite, Rotor Storm, and Hot House last call. And let's go ahead and archive them. Speed round. All right. Now, next up, I thought we'd bring a little bit of Star Wars action figures back into the series here. We have Maz Kanata still sealed in package. We have Mace Windu, still sealed in mint package. A little fraying in the plastic on the bottom there, but that's mostly, again, due to shipping. And then we have Padme Amidala here. Okay, so these are the Black Series 6-inch figures. These can go home to anyone quickly in these speed rounds. We got $10 for Maz. We got 25 for Mace. And we have 20 for Padme. Okay, let's go ahead and set those up. Bidding's open. Feel free to claim.
Jake, I think our bidders went to sleep.
Haha. It is getting late, especially if you're on the East Coast. You're getting late. But you know what? For us in the Pacific Northwest, there's lots of great opportunity. What's that? Claim B is taken. Mace Windu's going home. Going home with some lucky buyer. We still have Padme Amidala and Maz Kanata in their Black Series debuts. Okay. Is that right? Okay. Let's go ahead and pull them and then reset for another round. Let's put those in the archives. All right. Let's go ahead and, what do you say we bring out another Walmart exclusive? This is the brand new Red line. Okay, this is Transformers Red, R-E-D line. Robot Enhanced Design is what Red stands for. This is one of the Wave 1 figures here. This is Soundwave, and Soundwave here does not transform. That's what's unique about the Red line. These are 6-inch action figures. And you can see this thing is minty. There's no crushed corners. And this thing is still sealed and packaged. These are Walmart exclusives. So we're going to put that out as Claim A. Now this here is from the Transformers Cyberverse series, okay? And the unique thing about this is a return of a Quintesson. Okay, there is a newer War of Cybertron version out now that's going to cost you a bit more than this, but this is the Cyberverse version of the Quintesson. And it also comes with 2 other figures, a Possessed Jazz and a Possessed Shockwave. Okay, and then the final figure here is a Vintage Collection Klaatu Skiff Guard. Okay, so this here Vintage Collection figure is fantastic for anybody who's building a Jabba's diorama, or if you were one of the smart ones who bought a sail barge a few years back, this is a must-have for your barge set. Okay, so this is Vintage Collection 135. This is Cyberverse Quintesson, and we have the Transformers Soundwave. We're going to let Transformers Soundwave, which is still a sold-out Walmart exclusive, go for $30. We're going to let the Quintesson go for $15. And we're going to let Klaatu go for $10. $10. Let's open up those bids. All right. Lots of great deals to be had. Again, if you Claim A has been taken, fantastic. Here we go. What's that? And Claim C has been taken. Okay, Klaatu. We got a Quintesson still in the house. Last call. Last call for Cyberverse Quintesson. All right. Let's go ahead and archive that. Fantastic. All right, speed round continues. We are going with the San Diego Comic-Con Wonder Woman Invisible Jet. This thing is 3 3/4 scale. It's still sealed and packaged, so I'm not going to show you what it is. but this was a Comic-Con exclusive. And
It's in there, Jake?
what's that?
Are you sure it's in there?
I don't know, it's pretty light, but then again, it's clear. And it's invisible. And so we have the, this is from the DC Comics Multiverse line, but it is 3 3/4 scale. So it's not the traditional multiverse scale, which is much larger. Okay, next up we have the Suicide Squad, and this is the Joker and Panda Man. Now this box, the outer box has been opened, but the inner box is still sealed, and it is a 6-inch version of San Diego Comic-Con exclusive version. This is Jared Leto's version of the Joker with the Panda Man. And then finally, we have another multiverse figure, DC Comics multiverse line, and this is the Amazing Wonder Woman. From her movie debut, not 1984 that just dropped on HBO Max, but this is from her first one. This is a bit larger than a 12-inch figure, I believe, so it's closer to maybe a 14-inch figure. And so we are letting these go, ladies and gentlemen. The prices are $20 for the Wonder Woman Invisible Jet, and these got mixed up for me. Is it $35 for Joker and $25 for Wonder Woman? Does that sound right? Perfect. All right, there they are. Claim A is going to get you the Invisible Jet 3 3/4 scale. Claim B, bids are open for Joker and Panda Man. And Claim C is going to be Wonder Woman. Beautiful action figure, highly articulated. These are going to be fun for someone to take home who's a DC fan. A is gone. Fantastic. Congrats, whoever has A. Last call on B and C. Last call on B and C. There you go, sir, over here. Okay. All right, last call. All right, let's go ahead and pull them into the archives for a future show, for a future lucky buyer. Fantastic. All right, here we go. Another action figure lot. This one's coming from Kenner, 1980. This is Dengar, another bounty hunter. Joints are very stiff on this one. Very little paint rub. Actually, little to no at all. Actually, weapon, you can see, he is complete with his long blaster, which was always hard for him to use. As a kid, I just couldn't figure out what the best way was for Dengar. But you know what? He's got his backpack. He's beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and set him up on Claim A. Claim B is going to be General Maydean. Now, General Maydean, you can see here in the zoom, he does have a little paint wear. This is a vintage Star Wars Kenner action figure from Return of the Jedi. He has a little bit of face wear and nose wear, which is pretty common for this figure because of the pointy noses, the flesh color paint comes off. He's got some paint rub on his boots and gloves as well, the points, of course. This had some real love to it, but he does have his complete accessory of his baton. And the final one is, can't have General Maydean if you're not also going to have an Admiral Akbar. And this Admiral Akbar as well, you can see he does have a little bit of paint rub on his hands. That occurs, of course, being played with and loved very well. And he comes complete with his accessory as well. We are going to go 15 on the Dengar. We're going 10 on the Maydean, and we're going to go 10 on Akbar. I think I'm out of 10. Do we have 10s here?
Let's see.
Perhaps. All right. So we're going to go 10 on this one as well. Okay. Claims open. Yep. So 10 here. For each figure is going for 10. Claims are open. Go ahead and take those bids. Star
this
Wars
one comes
Kenner action figures coming home to you. Speed round. Any takers on claim A, B, and C? They made so many of these figures growing up. You know, it should be easy to get these, but unfortunately, they made so many, and we all opened them and we played with them, so it's hard to find them in great condition with stiff joints and non-paint rub. But this Dengar is a fantastic version of that. All right, put them in the archive for another day. All right, Steve, what do you say? Well, we have been on for 2 hours now. Do you guys, do we want an auction?
Should we end it on an auction?
Yeah, sounds good. Let's set up an auction, a final auction. This one is, I absolutely love this one, so I'm a little partial to it. So we're going to set up for the final item tonight is going to be Playmates Voltron 1984 Voltron figure. You can see with this set, you are getting all 5 lions. All 5 lions are featured. The green, the yellow, the blue, the red, and the deluxe black. These guys, of course, are a replica or a reproduction, for the most part, of the original lion that was released in 1984 that was featured in the series. We're going to open up this auction. What do you say, Steve? What's that? All right, we're going to open up this auction at $100 for Voltron Playmates Classic Series Lions. Now, there was another Voltron that came along that was vehicle-based. But this set here is based on the Lions, the original set. And $100, you're going to be able to go home and remake the Lion from your childhood.
The price tag was actually $160, so but you said 100, so we'll do 100.
Okay, lucky Christmas to somebody. Apparently, I couldn't read the 0 on that 6 there. So, $100 starting price bid for this Voltron set, which comes in under retail price, if you can find this. Now, this set's been out for a good, I'd say, 1.5 years, 2 years maybe. Yeah, it's difficult to find this set currently. You won't be able to find it in stores. And so I know I had to hunt mine down. I had to actually, there was probably about 8 months when this came out between me finding all the lions. So we have a $100 bid. Someone's going to be walking away, if there's no challengers, someone's going to be walking away with a fantastic mech. Mech? Is he a mech? Is Voltron a mech? No, he's a combiner. Oh, we're up to 110. We see some battles here. People are starting to wake up. And Voltron's the thing that's going to bring them out of it. So like I said, I accidentally underpriced, but you know what? I'm happy that this could go to someone who would appreciate it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to check out the website, because that is where you can register, of course, if you want to make bids on YouTube during our show, but also you want to check out the website so you can register to be a seller if you're here in the Pacific Northwest. Also, keep an eye on the website. As life returns to normal, we will be returning to in-person shows as soon as that is possible and safe to do. So we are at 110? 130. Holy smokes, 130. All right. You're bidding on Voltron.
Secretly hoping it gets to 160, so you're not enough.
No, you know what? I love toys, and I want people who love toys to have toys. So I am totally fine. You know, 135, you said? 135. There you go. 135. Voltron's going to go home to some lucky bidder today. Will it be you? Will it be 140? Here we go. All right. People started having some cocktails. They're starting to put some money down. All right. 140. Lightspeed auctions. Should we go ahead and set a clock? Wrong button, lot or not. Yeah, let's piece this out. Nope. All right, it's on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. So you got about 50 seconds left to get your bid in if you want to go home with Voltron's classic 1984 Lions, which combines into the baddest combiner robot in the galaxy. Oh, nice. 145 top bid. We got a few seconds left. All right, let's last call for bids. 18 seconds. And the winner is
Styling Online at 145.
Stylin. Congratulations, 145. All right, like I said, we'll get that out to you guys. Invoices, check your emails for all our lucky winners and bidders tonight. Those will be coming to you in your email upon which you entered when you signed up as a bidder at the website. We will not use any of your information provided to us to send you spam or any information like that. It's simply to connect you and make sure that we have your correct shipping and payment information. We want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. Make sure to tell your friends. Make sure to share this link out. Let people see the possibilities that this set we've built provides those of you in the Pacific Northwest who are interested in selling your merchandise. Whether you want to come on and host or you want us to host it for you, that is absolutely a possibility. I want to say thanks to all my helpers and crew beyond at this behind the scenes here, and we thank you so much again for tuning in, and until next time, guys, have a fantastic night, and we'll see you next time.